Hello, my name is Tim Lukings, and this is Tuesdays with Tim. I encourage you to read Job chapters 10 through 13 in preparation for today's devotional, which I've entitled, Yet I Will Hope in Him. When it comes to others, the human nature is sometimes way too quick to assume that when they go through life's difficulties, that perhaps God is judging them for some reason. Job's friends were certainly that way. When it comes to our own life challenges, however, we struggle to understand. Have we done something to offend God? Is this an attack from Satan? Is our situation simply a part of living in a fallen or sinful world? Difficult times are not a time to run from God, but a time to examine our own hearts and to draw closer to Him. Understanding the reason for our circumstances certainly helps us to pray, but whether we understand or not doesn't change the fact that God is the one that we need to go to. God is the one that loves us and will always receive us and care for us. In Job's case, the offenses came from Satan, but Job didn't understand this. His friends certainly didn't help the situation. But in chapter 13, verse 15, speaking of God, Job said, "Though he slay me, yet I will hope in him." That's an incredible statement. Though he slay me, yet I will hope in him. We must respect that even though Job wrongfully appropriated his suffering to God, he was still determined to place his hope in him. That's the very reason that God knew that Job could handle Satan's sifting. He knew that Job's faith would be steadfast no matter what. The reality is that there may be a number of reasons why life isn't always as perfect as we would like it to be. God does discipline us when necessary, and I use the word discipline instead of punish quite intentionally. Ever since Adam and Eve sinned, the effect of sin on earth has impacted us all. Not only that, sometimes circumstances are the result of our own bad decisions. Also, let's not forget that Satan does prowl around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. Seeking God for a revelation as to why things happen in our life helps us to know if there are some changes that we need to make in our lives, if we have to get on a different path, or how to pray for ourselves. No matter what, though, our reaction should always be the same. In the midst of difficult times, our hope and faith in God must remain strong or even grow stronger. The Apostle Peter wrote to Christians scattered around the world, and he said it in this way, and I love this passage in 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 6 to 9. He said, "In this you greatly rejoice, though now for a little while you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. These have come so that your faith of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may be proved genuine and may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed. Though you have not seen him, you love him. And even though you do not see him now, you believe in him and are filled with an inexpressible and glorious joy. For you are receiving the goal of your faith, the salvation of your souls." One of my favorite songs way back when I was a teenager was sung by a group called the Imperials. I don't know how popular it was, but I love the song to this day. It's called "You Should Have Come Sooner." You could find it on YouTube. Simply look up the song title, "You Should Have Come Sooner," and you'll see the Imperials album cover there. But the words go like this: "Where do you go when you've come to the end of the road? Who really cares when your song is sung? When you've seen all you wanted to see and become all you've wanted to be, and you still don't really know where you belong? You go to the place where life begins, to the love that never ends, to the one whose arms are open wide. Run on inside. You should have come sooner. You should have come sooner." Where do you fly when your dreams have kissed you goodbye? When your friends have gone and you're all alone, when there's no place for you to hide, no one to take your side, and you feel like the only one out on your own? You go to the place where life begins, to the love that never ends, to the one whose arms are open wide. Run on inside. You should have come sooner. You should have come sooner. So no matter what it is you're going through right now, If you haven't already, go to the place where life begins, to the love that never ends, to the one whose arms are open wide. Just run on inside and join Job in saying, "Yet I will hope in him." My name is Tim Lukings. This has been Tuesdays with Tim.